We're here at the premiere of the newest DC animated film, The Dark Knight Returns, Part 2. So I just want to ask, what were the biggest challenges of bringing Frank Miller's classic story to life?
I think the biggest challenge for me was trying to please all the fans, because everybody has certain things in the book that they like, that they love, and in some cases we tried to do all the big things that we could, but then there are some scenes, of course, we couldn't do just because of we just didn't have time, or there's just enough screen time. That to me was the hardest thing.
Well, I love that you guys decided to make it a two-parter. Were you part of that decision?
No, that I'd have to give to Bruce Timm and probably Alan Burnett. They decided early on that they wanted to do a two-part because it is such a huge book, and trying to fit it all in 78 minutes, I don't think that'd be possible.
Gotcha. Yeah, I bet it made it easier for you too.
Oh yeah, totally.
Awesome. Let me ask you. So when you think about a director on a live-action set, people generally have a good idea, a good visual image about what that job looks like. Can you talk about your process directing an animated feature?
What's funny, I spent a lot of time with Zack Snyder over on Man of Steel, and what's funny is that what I do on the animation side and what he does, it's very similar. I mean, the only difference is that he has a much bigger crew than I do, but a lot of the decisions in terms of like how the lighting, the shot, the action, the pacing, a lot of that stuff, it's all universal, because I'm involved also in the editing process, also with with the music. I work with the composer very closely, so it's almost very much the same, except for the fact that I spend a lot of my time mostly drawing in my desk.
Okay, cool. You did a lot of work on Man of Steel as well, and you still do as a storyboard artist. Did that experience prepare you for directing? Are there major similarities between those two jobs?
I've been director for over 10 years now, so being on the project like that, I think working on superheroes in general was just kind of a nice kind of prelude to working on like the Man of Steel, because normally I think if I had never worked on any of the superhero stuff and worked on Man of Steel, I would be like, wow, I'm in over my head. But because I had worked on all of these DC, direct-to-video since Superman Doomsday, and also worked on a lot of the Marvel films when I was there, I knew superheroes like the back of my hand. So when Zack called me and said, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I was like, "Of course," and I just told Zack, "Well, you know what? I can come up with stuff that I've never seen before animated, and I can come up with stuff that I've never seen before in live action. You want to do it?" And Zack's like, "Let's try it." So that's what you'll see.
Awesome. Can you tell us any cool information about Man of Steel?
Other than the fact that it's just going to be awesome. I mean, I think what Zack and his crew has put together is amazing. I think it's going to be a kind of a new franchise for the Warner Brothers, and also it's going to be a cool kind of seeing Superman in like a kind of a different kind of take on it. I mean, this is Nolan's Superman version, so it's very Nolan-esque, but it's great. It's great to kind of see him in this new kind of limelight.